If you've watched my eXp Model Explained presentation, one of the comments you would have heard me make is that eXp provides the best training of any real estate company on the planet. Now, there are two reasons why we make that claim. I remember many years ago, I was invited to a large franchise office that had just been established in Somerset West, and the lady who had put together that office invited me to come and have a look at their office space. And I went in, and as we were doing the tour of this massive, beautifully laid out office space, which must have cost an absolute fortune every month, she pointed to the back of the office space and she said, "Look, there's our training facility. We provide at least 2 training sessions every single day for our staff." Now, I take my hat off to her, because in a brick and mortar traditional real estate business, in order to provide 2 training sessions every single day, you've got to have great content, you've got to have a good curriculum, you've got to have a good trainer, and you need a physical space in order to do this training. So it is a mammoth effort to do 2 training sessions every single day. Now, eXp, on the other hand, do 20, 40, sometimes 60 training sessions every single day live that you can attend. Now, how does that work? Well, that works because eXp have an avatar world. And within this avatar world, every country that operates within eXp has its own campus. And upon each campus, within those campuses, there are multiple training facilities, classrooms, boardrooms, auditoriums. And in many of these function rooms throughout the avatar world, and there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, there is training happening at any point during the day. And so eXp can put on so much training because they don't have bricks and mortar. It doesn't cost them anything to just put on another training session, because there will be a venue within eXp world where they can do it. And any agent within eXp globally can attend any of those training. If I want to go to training in New Zealand, I can go to that and I can leave that training session, which is live, and I can speak to the trainer. I can walk up to them afterwards and have a conversation. I can speak to the people around me. I can leave that training session and I can walk straight into a training session happening in London or in Chicago 2 minutes later. It's incredibly powerful. Right, that's the first reason why eXp's training is so much better than any other company, because there is so much of it and nobody can compete with that. The second reason why eXp's training is so good is because eXp have figured out a way to get the top agents in the world, which is good agents. There's over 82,000 agents in eXp, and some of the best agents in the world have come across to eXp. They get those agents to train the other agents. Now, that is unheard of. I guarantee you, in your local office, the top agent is not training the other agents, because the top agent is out doing their work and they don't want to train up their own opposition. So how did eXp get this right? Well, first of all, eXp has an incredibly collaborative culture. It's something you've got to experience from the inside out. We have the most unbelievably friendly, collaborative, positive culture. That's why my group within eXp in South Africa, which is now close to 300 agents, is just called The Family, because that's really how we relate to one another, and that's been our experience. But on top of that, eXp have an incentive scheme for their very top agents. It's called the Icon Award. If you become an Icon agent at eXp, what they do is they give you your split that you've paid in before you cap. They give that back to you in the form of eXp shares. Now, how do you become an Icon agent? Well, you've got to do 5 million Rand gross commission in South Africa. And it's that level of agent all around the world. But there's a catch. In order for them to get their shares back, their cap back in shares, they have to do a certain number of hours training in eXp world. It's actually 6 sessions. So if you think about it, that is the most brilliant system, because eXp are getting the very top echelon of their agents to train the other agents to do not something that's theory, but something that they are currently doing to be one of the top agents in the world, and they're training the other agents how to do that. And so as you go through the events calendar of eXp, you'll see that about half of the training sessions happening every week are being done by icon agents. And you can just pick what looks good to you and go ahead and attend that training. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut to a video that I shot for my team within eXp to show them how to use eXp's events calendar and plan what training they want to attend in the coming weeks. And so you'll see that I show you how to see where the training is happening, who's doing the training. And I hope that this is a great insight for you as to what it's like on the inside to be an eXp agent, particularly on this matter of what training is available and how powerful their training is. So here we go. So here we are at eXp Global's events calendar. And of course, as you know, because we have this avatar world, you can attend any of these training sessions, no matter where they're being hosted in eXp world. You'll just have to do the time conversion to your own local time. But if you are using a Google Calendar, it'll actually do it automatically for you. So today is Monday, the 30th of May. You can check through whatever training is happening there. Then tomorrow, Tuesday, 31st of May, let's have a look through what we like the look of here. So at 7 a.m., there's an icon series training. You'll see icon series. Anything that says icon series is being run by an icon agent. And the icon agents are the most successful agents in eXp around the world. In South Africa, to be an icon agent, you have to do 5 million Rand gross commission each year. These are very, very successful agents around the world. And in order to get their incentive, which is they get given their cap back in eXp shares, in order to get those shares, they have to do a certain number of hours training in eXp World. I think it's 6 sessions. Now that's why you see so much icon series training, because these are icon agents doing training so that they can get their shares back from eXp. And the beauty of this is we get to hear from the top agents in the world teaching us to do what they are currently doing in order to be so successful. It is such a powerful concept. So let's look at the one at 7 a.m. Icon series, please remove your shoes. Understanding cultural nuances in real estate. That could be really interesting from a South African point of view. Then there are a couple of at 8 o'clock. Icon series, how to market yourself for free on social media. Wow, that looks interesting. Icon series, managing buyers in a competitive market. Then there's something in the UK auditorium. Then British Columbia, they've got an office meeting. Icon series, obtaining and mastering buyer agency to grow your business. Not sure how relevant that'll be for South Africa. 11 o'clock, there's an icon series training, controlling the conversation. 3 ways to greater success on appointments. You know, this is all fascinating. So if we click on one of these, let's say we like this idea of controlling the conversation in our appointments. We click on that, it then opens up further detail on that. This is being held in the Icon Auditorium. If you want a map to how to get there in eXp World, you can click that. In this course, you will learn how to break through the communication barrier and make your leads and clients feel comfortable and want to do business with you. Topics covered include how to get your customers talking, how to gain the customer's trust through body language, and how to get your customers to like you. At the end of this course, you'll be able to confidently walk into a listing or buyer's appointment and increase your chances of a signed agreement. This is being hosted by Zachary Coletti. So I always like doing a little Google search on these guys. So this is our dude. He's an icon agent, as he's got branded on his little website here, eXp Icon. And nice looking website, professional, got some client testimonials in there on the homepage. So this is the guy who's going to be giving this training on 3 ways to greater success on appointments. Man, that sounds good. So let's say we want to attend this one. I'm going to click this little button here that says copy to my calendar. Now I do have my Google Calendar on my computer. I do work with a Google Calendar and it integrates with my calendar on my normal Apple calendar. And what this does is it adds it in your local time. So if I click save and then I look on tomorrow, okay, so that is going to be 8 p.m. in South African time tomorrow. And then in order to get in, I'll just go to the Icon Auditorium. So that's how simple it is to use this calendar of events coming up in eXp. And as you can see, as you scroll down, it just loads more and more and more of this. So, I mean, you can plan what training you want to do and what training, why not get together with your team? If you've got a team geographically close to you, get together and do some of this training together. Absolutely fantastic opportunity. So, I mean, literally weeks in advance, you can do your planning of what training you want to do. Well, I hope you do get stuck into the eXp Global training. It's fantastic, and I trust that it's a huge blessing to you and your business.